According to the 2023 census, 11.3% of citizens are living in poverty in the U.S. alone. That's roughly 38.6 million people who go every day struggling to get food on the table, pay their rent, and stay up to date while taking on so much more at the same time. Poverty is a deep pit that is nearly impossible to escape, no matter how many hours you work or how much you budget. Once you're in, you're in. Jessica is a single mother of 5, and 2 of them graduated from college and 2 currently enrolled. For the past 16 years, she has been supporting these kids all alone, only making $18,000 a year. So what has it been like raising 4 kids on your own for the past 16 years while living in poverty?
It's been tough, but I wouldn't change it because it taught you guys how to appreciate and enjoy and be grateful for things. I wish I could have given you more. I wish we didn't have to worry or stand in food pantry lines and all of that kind of stuff. But you know what? It made us who we are today, and it made us appreciate each other more.
Do you have anything else you want to say about poverty and how maybe did you grow up in it?
Yes.
What was that like?
A lot different than it was for us. But I was an only child, so it was like, you just got by with friends and neighbors and stuff. But I really think that it made our family stronger because it was the 5 of us against the world with Ella watching over us. And you know what? We always made things work. Mystery meat. We got it. Never knew what it was, but we cooked it up and we all ate it. And none of us have gone hungry, and none of us have gone, without. So poverty is, I don't know. I wouldn't say that we grew up or that we've been in so much poverty, but we've been
under the poverty line.
Yes, right. In average, yes, under, very big time. So, you know what? It's what you make it. And we've always taken trips. We've always done things. It may not be the trips that everybody else has taken, like doing big, extravagant things, but I'd say that we've had a lot of fun in everything we've done, and we have so many laughs that's worth more than any money in the world.
With the ever-increasing number of people in poverty, it is becoming harder and harder to afford these necessities such as housing and food. The U.S. is becoming hostile and inhospitable to those who do live paycheck to paycheck. Trump's presidency has made it even harder for survival with the price of goods. So as this is being recorded in 2025, and our current president is Donald Trump, how do you think the economy has been changing for the better or worse with him in office towards those in poverty?
I think it's worse. I think the people, yes, Donald Trump is a very wealthy man, and he is for the betterment of the wealthy people and for them to keep their money. But I also think it's brought out that same attitude in people that are like him, that do have that money, that they don't want to. They want to keep it and keep it and keep it, and that it's not fair and we should get more jobs. I wish I could have made more. I wish I could have had more jobs. I look up to the people that have the 3 or 4 jobs and keep raising their kids. But I really wanted you guys to have a mom and to be a part of everything you guys do. And that's why I became the lunch lady at school. And so I'm proud of being a mom and a lunch lady and a former crossing guard too. But with Trump, he makes us feel like we are worthless and just useless, and that, we're the scum of the earth. And I believe that people that think like him and that are like him and that vote for him treat us the same way.
Feeding America published an article on the main causes of poverty: low wages, housing costs, discrimination, and lack of access to education and healthcare. Discrimination being the most impactful. When applying for jobs or a new house, for example, the boss or landlord could look at your financial history and assume you won't be able to pay rent on time or that you'll end up stealing something from work. In the end, subconsciously placing you in a lower than a working class social group. To combat this, groups and programs have been created, but the effectiveness of them are inconsistent, ultimately achieving nothing in most cases. Because of this result, many have started to advocate for the reduction or complete cutting of assistance for those in need. Thankfully, though, groups stay determined and continue to help, and the outcomes have been stronger than some of the government programs in cases. Even though one may be fighting financial poverty, it doesn't mean that their life isn't wealthy. I took a walk with Jessica, and her life was so rich in so many other aspects. Walking through the neighborhood, everyone was saying hello to her, and people were outside having fun. The housing consists of side-by-sides and apartments, and many of them came together for a grill out, having a car parked on the front lawn for music and powering the grill. Friends gathered around and shared drinks while enjoying life. Even though there was a language barrier, it didn't matter because everyone was just wanted a good time. They aren't letting their financial status control their life, living rich with friends and smile at every corner.
So would you say poverty is as much as a problem as it is a mindset? As we were walking down the street, we saw all these people having fun, living in a similar situation as you, and it didn't really stop them from living. So what's your opinion on that?
I think life is what you make it, and being rich is more than just money. It's love, it's having people, it's making so much out of nothing. And I walk down our neighborhood and I absolutely love it, because of the fact that people say hello. There's no look who's coming, or I think they live in that side by side down there. People that act like that just really just have a problem. They're the one with the problem. We're not the problem. We're the ones saying, yes, you know what? We may need financial help sometimes, or we may need to use that food pantry, or we may not be able to go places but once you don't have money, you learn that yes, we can have a grill out with neighbors, but we'll all bring something. It doesn't need to be fancy or whatnot, and we'll be happy because we're all talking, we're all listening to music, we're all just having fun together. It's not about what we're eating or about what we're doing. It's about talking and being together. And I think we've had that so much. Even think about the times we've had with Amy and Simon at their house. Mm-hmm. All we've had is hot dogs and soda and a bag of chips, and we've let that last all day and it be amazing. So it's all about your mindset. And like I said, I think we're rich in a really different way.
Poverty is a problem just as much as it is a mindset. Many would let the lack of money destroy their entire life and completely change what they do, but not in Waukesha. Poverty does not impact these people, and some can't put food on the table or just barely make it. But it doesn't stop them from living life to its fullest. There's a lot to learn from people who do live in poverty. Accepting life isn't easy, but not letting it stop them.
As this documentary comes to a close, do you have any final remarks that you want to share about poverty as a whole, the future of kind of people who do live this way, or kind of final remarks that you want to make?
I wish I could help people. I wish people always say, oh, if I won the lottery, I'd buy this big house, I'd buy this car. If I won the lottery, I need to pay back a lot of debt, but I would love to help the people that have helped us. I'd love to be the person at the food pantry handing out food, or being the one with the car bringing in a big load of food, and you know what, having sugared cereals so that kids can have that instead of the Toastios that everybody donates in. That, not saying they're bad, but you know what, I think everybody deserves some Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms every once in a while. I would love to help people to realize that money isn't everything, And I think that people with money and without money, they all need to realize that, because life is too short. And I've spent too much time worrying about what we don't have, and in what I had to sleepless nights about bills and whatnot. But really, when you stop and think about it, all we can do is laugh and smile, because money comes and goes. Family, friendships, experiences, memories, they all stick together. And I have people from the food pantry. I have people from Christmas Clearinghouse. My goal someday is to be able to help all of them. And I just want people to realize that, you know what? If you have a family and you have each other, or if you don't, if you have one kid, if you have a gazillion kids, it doesn't matter. Just teach them to love one another and to depend on one another and depend on each other, and everything will work out somehow, some way. So I just really want to be able to help people someday.
Thank you.
I love you, baby.
I love you.